and children bong. All of them that under the law, Satan bring them down eternal grace. Make me scream and shout, die for my sins them down in the grave. And then he rise out, I see the faith, I see the faith. That Jesus out the grave, out the grave. And Jesus say, if you believe you're saved, if you believe you're saved. I feel to dance, I feel to dance. Renew my heart, oh what a God I serve. What to do, stamp up your feet, dance to the beat. Why? He already saved my soul.
Pleasant good day, 91.1 Talk City family. It is the wrap up with Obi and Kingsley, the final show to take you right down till you lie down on the highways and the byways while we get you home safely in the beautiful land of Trinidad and Tobago. Kingsley, good afternoon, my brother.
Let me say good evening to you, Obi. Let me say good evening to Trinidad and Tobago. Good evening to you all. Let me say good evening to our international listeners. So much, and some international listeners have big screen, big TV.
Yes, they're watching here. I would like to say special good afternoon to all the people on the Facebook and YouTube.
Yes, good evening to you all. Good evening to the Caribbean. Good evening to Tobago. Special good evening to you, Tobago. You know, you is a part of us and we are a part of you. And Obi, I know that we leave a hot topic yesterday.
Yeah, boy.
And when we was going out the door, we see the lines was blazing still.
Yeah, boy.
The lines was ringing.
Yeah, but it's their fault. It's their fault that the lines had to be blazing and we can't talk to them. They make we get so popular. We have million ads now.
Ads upon ads.
And we're grateful for it though.
It's all, yeah.
We're grateful for it.
It's all good. Because, I mean, it's you make this program number one. Not we. It's you all who listening and calling in. Make this program number one. And we want to thank you all.
Yes.
You know what I mean? There's no TV program at this time you could watch. There's no radio station at this time you could listen to. Only one radio station, 91.1 FM. Get it right. So we are going into the thing we didn't finish yesterday. Obi, and I want to, you see again, Obi, you always say the Prime Minister always answer in a way. That, you know what I mean? And
the woman have an amazing sense of humor, boy.
Yes.
Say what you want.
Yes.
She have a sense of humor.
Yes, Obi. And the way she answer Rowley, because the fact we mean that.
Wait, now Kitos jump out himself?
Yes, the fact we mean that Rowley tell us that he going home with vacation.
and paid leave and he raise his salary.
You see, going home with the vacation, he go and see people to see and people to meet. But he right in Trinidad giving trouble.
Yeah,
he ain't going nowhere.
No, he in Tobago getting trouble.
In Tobago,
exact.
Nobody been Trinidad.
If it was up to Tobagonians, they'd push him off the island.
But Obi, the man. This is the only Prime Minister.
He getting on like a little miserable grandpa now, eh?
We know Kamala. We know the Prime Minister of this country.
Yeah, right.
The mother of the nation, how I call her.
Yeah.
Obi, she have one house, right? We know she have one house. A nice, big, beautiful house, right?
Right. Well, one that we know of.
But we know what? If listen me.
Yeah.
If she don't have
any more than one, we don't know.
We would know.
Make sure we know.
We will know. So far, this is the way we know.
It's only PNM don't like to tell we what them have, but we still want to know what's going on with Balize House.
I'm going to tell you this about the former Prime Minister. One would book place. He and the family. He own ranch in Tobago. His daughters and children have a house in Tobago. He have one down in the west. So he have about 5 houses.
You are the government spy equipment. Or you know.
No, like public.
Public knowledge.
Yeah, public knowledge.
You look me know that. They tell you.
One would look here and Sharon have a house on in one would block like public knowledge.
Well, I don't mind the man business unless he messing up Trinidad and Tobago. So I don't know what he have from what he have.
Because it was a big scandal with these things and them. You know, talk shows leave here. And they went the morning program, the Gong Report. Andy Williams and Luck Smith went in Tobago with a house with children and family and he and living in. They went by Dr. Rowdy is one of the richest, to me, African in this country, you know. and he do not give back to his own people. So that is a stingy man.
Just text it, call her, text it.
That is a stingy individual. So Obi, the former Prime Minister, the Rowley, is calling on Prime Minister Kamala Prasad-Bissessa to shut down the close down the mash up the SOE.
You know what does amaze me about Keith? Everything Keith does call for, Kamala called for. And Keith didn't listen.
No.
All Keith did was call Shia Wajan.
Yeah.
But now all of a sudden, Kamala must listen to what you say. But then I'm not surprised because he never really had much respect for females.
Yeah, true.
Given the things that came out his mouth when it was directed to women.
Not even his own female
and not only that, he didn't care about what his ministers said to females, neither. That is why he could have given Captain Forlong the privilege to say what he want, cuss in Parliament, and then turn around and give him the whole of the PNM, because apparently when you act like a Wajang in his party, you get rewarded for it.
Yes.
So
ask Darren Smith.
So my question now is, why should Kamala listen to he?
And this is what we want the callers to call in and said. Because if we agree what he's saying, when we call for he to stop the SOE, why he didn't listen?
Yeah, you studying the SOE means studying the SOE.
How many other things?
When we was calling for he to remove Phil Gerald Hines, he never moved him.
Yes.
And then he put another incompetent man with Phil Gerald Hines and give it Tweedledee and Tweedledum. And we asked for them to be removed. And he never removed them.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Right? Then when we had one commissioner of police that was actually doing some kind of work, right? He removed he. And when the whole of the nation begged for him to put him back so that the crime could say low, he tell all of we have a Merry Christmas.
I like the word they use, some kind of work.
well,
politically correct.
Yeah. So he watch all of we and tell all of we how we have a Merry Christmas.
True.
And kick out the man.
Yeah.
Right? So he has a history of not listening to nothing.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, we PM must listen to you. Well, according to your words, Keith, you have to be out of your cotton picking mind.
So then we hear what the Prime Minister respond to him.
She respond to him?
She respond to going about that. Tell you, Obi, I tell you, you see
every time I see your man face, I be like, boy.
You get it?
Yeah.
So we got to start
Minister Dr. Keith Rowley's call for her to fire the Attorney General and the Homeland Security Minister. Prime Minister Kamala Prasad-Bissessa said that under Minister Alexander and AG Jeremy, there has been 400 less murders in the last 15 months than were projected to occur based on what had occurred under the PNM. The Prime Minister further said, quote, serious crimes are also down 15% this year. PNM strongholds have seen the largest decreases in murders and serious crimes over the last 15 months, end quote. Dr. Rowley in his statement said the population has been made aware of what he called the recklessness of this administration, as he called for the state of emergency to end now. Prime Minister Prasad-Bissessa responded by saying, quote, if he wants to end the SOE and fire Minister Alexander and AG Jeremy, he can go ahead and do it. I don't know how he will do it because someone should explain to him that he is no longer Prime Minister.
Where does it Obi?
No, you know when you're lying on the block with your friend and somebody do something like that, you go hear a man say, boy, you is a so man.
Yeah.
Kamala. KPB.
You say, well, come and call it. You come and stop it.
You, how should I put after find you're silly. I'll just say, you're chopping bad. Listen, that's it. My Miss PM, you're chopping bad. You're chopping bad, you know. Listen, and this is what this is what they don't like her for, you know. Her level of satire, boy. You can't. She stingers.
She respond with class.
And throw you on that a dustbin on the bottom.
Yeah.
Listen, the woman zingers. does be zingers, you know. And the thing is, she don't get disrespectful with it. She don't loud up herself. She just be like, well, if you are a problem, bust up your cassette.
Class is class. Class is class. And this is why she went some days ago in this emancipation function she was in. And she let them know, they call me a C. And I put it, and I'm proud.
Yeah. And the thing is, this is it. Let me tell you something. I said it when they won the election. This society, hate her or love her, Kamala Persad-Bissessar has a certain level of empathy. Right? And she is not, is like I would always say it, PNM changed under Keith Rowley. It wasn't the same party anymore. This woman, she held that original style of political satire and banter that Manning and Pandey had. And she brought that style into her parliament and into her style. So when you look, compared to how malfunctioning Marvin does be attacking people.
He ignorant, politically ignorant.
Potato Head Scotland does be going off. Mega Bebe does be going off. How they just rant. You never notice the UNC side, their satire is always simple, but they just cut you real hard.
Because that they got that pattern from Rowley. That kind of attacking mood, that
Exactly.
behavior, that dog behavior. They get that from
They
Rowley.
get that from him.
Right.
So she doesn't have to resort to that to hit him where it hurts. And you see that line right here? Well, if you have a problem with what they're doing,
Because
you go come and move them.
and you see
Now,
now-
how you go do it?
you see when PNM call him a rat right now, it's because PNM call him a dog,
Yeah.
right? He believes that he still is rat.
And Keith tell him he's a, well, PNM call him a daughter and Manning call him a region bull.
So you see-
But if you notice,
Yeah.
the narrative that is always constructive around the individual is that he's arrogant.
Yeah. But before I put back the clip, I want to tell the mayor of Diego Martin, mind the business down there. The people call him and tell me he's the worst mayor of Diego Martin.
She don't like me that either.
She only comment on my page. The mayor of Diego Martin. The people text me because they see it on my page. Here they say, Obi, they say we full of crime. We under poverty. You know what I mean? The corporation is doing nothing for them. She have no track record. They said she's a rowdy girl. She get a safe position. And she just barking. They say when she go in the council, she don't fight. She don't give the councillors.
You sure
the
she not giving nothing? Because I could have swear the other day I see she was getting her bread down there. You know?
That is it. It's like you are paying 10 days bread. Mind your business, woman. Focus on the poor African people in the government. Focus on Bagatelle, Rich Blaine. Focus on these areas and then Covine.
Kingsley. You will get my mad.
Which one?
You will get my
Which
mad.
one? Rich
You
Blaine?
will get my mad.
Which one?
Don't focus on them. Continue not focusing on them. Right? We don't
That's
want
yes.
to come back.
That is
So
right.
don't focus on them.
Yeah.
Don't learn to do the correct thing. UNC will come and we will focus on them. We
yeah.
will fix the problems and we will get a don't focus. What you trying to do?
No, because you're right. Continue bashing.
what you're doing.
Yeah, bashing the government. Don't lobby for a better road in the Martin. Don't lobby for a lower crime rate in the Martin. But you on social media, use the big bad. You know.
Watch out, they love. Watch out, I tell you, she and Mega Baby, they come from me on Facebook page, you know, when they come from me. What?
Obi, the PNM know they lost last election by social media. So they make all kind of fake page. And they make
Yeah, there are plenty.
they make deadly fake page. Page where people threaten you. Where people sending threat to your life and to your family.
I was one to never comment on
Obi, you
on their
you just block them fast. So they don't get no time
well, not me, moderator. I don't handle blocking.
They don't get no chance.
Half of the time
Obi,
when they see comments
Yeah.
and replies and they think it's me,
Yeah.
it's not me. It's my moderator in the States and she just jamming them.
So they don't get no chance with you. But Obi, the fact again, we mean that you studying and the government is not the problem because they're there for a year. This problem what Diego Martin is having, right? It starts more than 10 years ago, you know. And PNM never do nothing. They make it a city now that you have on a big gold chain. So you feel you use a social media queen that you could come on social media and attack everybody and do not talk about the Martin.
You don't tell any woman to come off your platform.
Yeah.
So after you done tell she this, she living there now.
Well, Hall. so we finish with the tape. You have the tape and we hear the Prime Minister respond and
Oh God.
Has become what he always complained about, a Facebook troll, end quote. Prime Minister Prasad Basasa told TV6 News over 5,000 citizens were murdered, 8,000 were raped or sexually assaulted, and over 120,000 serious crimes occurred over his term in government. The Prime Minister further said, quote, the country recorded the highest murder rates over multiple years under him, with the majority of murder victims being young Afro men killed in gang violence in PNM strongholds. His government did nothing to help these communities, far less the rest of the country, end quote. In his statement, Dr. Rowley asked of the Prime Minister, quote, when she called me an Oreo in the service of the 1%, what did she think that was her birthright, end quote. Prime Minister Prasad Basasa said in her statement, quote, Rowley failed to protect this country and most egregiously failed to protect the PNM's own strongholds from violent crime, but is now angry that a stinking coolie, as his supporters call me, is doing the job he never cared to do, end quote. The Prime Minister said law-abiding citizens are fully supporting the government in their fight against crime and added law-abiding citizens have nothing to fear.
Right. So you know what I love there? And this comes back to the statement the vampire made. Right? Renuka's statement carried no weight, no merit, and no substance because she basically was saying, but we just call them the 1%. Right? Now, I could be branded. I will accept Facebook troll because even though I do content, I do meme sometimes. So I would take the Facebook troll, throw that my way. But hear what I'm saying, right? If Renuka was trying to say the 1% is equivalent to N and C, which we know 1% could never be equivalent to N and C. Right? It's not the same thing. Then ain't no way Keith could convince me Oreo is the same thing. She didn't call you the N-bomb. She called you a Oreo. She called you a Oreo.
And
it's not the same thing.
No.
It doesn't carry the same weight.
And Obi, the fact remains that most people in Trinidad and Tobago, Africans, at that time would still look at him in that kind of way. No. And it's at terms where that's how Kamala Prasad is Indian.
Right.
And she used it. But at terms
but what if
African,
I told you Kamala Prasad Bisesa was not the original person who made that comment?
No, but
This is why I told people this woman pays attention to everything on social media.
no, but if
people, his own voter base,
Yes.
was calling him that.
but I want to tell you.
And Kamala saw it in the threads on several posts. I remember.
But
and she just went to parliament and said it back.
Yeah.
But it was his own voter base. His people, Afro-Trinbagonians, was complaining about his leadership.
Yeah.
And how
No, you're right.
certain things was going, and they started calling him out
Yeah,
in the
you're-
comment
yeah,
section.
you're right.
I always, you remember, Facebook is we thing.
Yeah, you're right.
And I remembered, and then she used it. I was surprised she used it, and that is when I know she was like, she picked it up on social media and
Yeah.
she dropped it.
And Obi again is because of it's like East Indian use the word that is why I get all these attraction. But we just always use these kind of words in our community.
When we mean men,
you know what I mean? Because I personally look at him as that. And
you did say that yesterday. You did call
I
him out on
personally
that.
look at him. So I personally look at him that's somebody living in the house. That's my point. That is my view.
That is your joke, yeah.
You know what I mean, and if is I look at him so. What is the problem? And they might call me Alec B because
but we just get called all kind of thing.
Yeah.
We just it is. I can't tell you how much fat and disgusting remarks I've gotten. Even you said you finally saw the video today, and you saw how the person described me.
So why is calling me?
So I'm used to that.
Africans here sell out Lig B.
Yeah.
You didn't see, that is not a racist thing amongst your own people.
No, he would never see that so. Because you see, in there, let me tell you something. You want me to tell you why I don't take on PNM trolls when they talk these nonsense towards me? Because nobody could tell me that God didn't give me choice. Not everybody like the same flavor ice cream. So you can't tell me that your choice, you have choice with everything except who you're supporting government.
Yeah.
BS.
True.
BS.
True.
So that is why I don't care what they say. You can't. That's why I always tell people I'm a Trinidadian. They can never catch me with an African thing, because I know if I go Africa, somebody might cough me in my face and say I pretending to be African.
You say that. Obi, I share a video there, not to you, but to one of my newspaper them, and Obi, it's a video with some Africans in Africa with some blade, and they setting the blade around the neck, around the back. I say, boy, as a target, I say, all PNM who want to go back home. Yes.
Send them.
I say, there we go, have a plane. And I said, you know, right, because you know Africa's a big place.
Yeah.
I said, right in that culture there, where you are clashing.
And you see, this is why I said, even with emancipation, when I sit down and I look at it, people ask me, have you ever been to an emancipation parade or anything to do with emancipation? I tell them no. And when they ask me why not, I say because one, the people who supposed to truly, who went through that fight for us to have an emancipation to be celebrated, I don't find we just do a proper job of honoring their legacy. That one. And two, I don't celebrate emancipation because the PNM uses emancipation to promote blackness and the political party agenda. So I am not going to come to join something like that when I know that you are tainting the narrative of what it originally should be about. And I'm not going to celebrate something when you, who have the power to do the most for us based off of what we ancestors went through, and you did nothing.
Yeah.
So that's what I tell you, he could sell that to Afro-Trinbagonians. Let me tell you something. You see the sensible, because it have critical, sensible thinking people in the PNM, right? And it have critical thinking black Trinidadians in this country, or Trinbagonian people. Can't sell that nonsense to them. And I just happen to be one of them. But I've met many of them who, listen, at a point in time, I used to feel a certain way to go certain places because of my content. And you know, I started to notice the critical thinking Afro-Trinbagonians, when they meet me in public, they just walk up to me and shake my hand and say, brother, we love your stuff, keep up the good work.
Yeah. And Obi, you see, I respect the people I'm thing, because you know what I mean, I just like you, I'm a proud black African man. Always said I wouldn't change it for the world. And I thank for whatever my ancestors them did for me.
And that is it.
For being here, I thank what they do, and the party with the fight and they go through pain and wherever. May God bless them wherever they are in part of the world. My ancestors and them. And Obi, the thing about emancipation Day, to me, it is something that we shouldn't be proud of.
Well, somebody in the chat say, Obi, first of all, you're talking English. Second, you in no way looking like no Zulu warrior. They will know it's you and you are outsider. And not only that, the first thing they go say in Africa, they go say, he's not African. And when I say, how you know he's not African? They will say, because you're obese. You ain't starving.
And Obi, it's something, are we speaking about the emancipation thing, right? We shouldn't be proud of emancipation.
But that's why I don't celebrate it.
Because Obi, the fact remains that we have nothing to show.
Duh.
We have nothing to show. We just go by Independence Square, we march, we beat some drums, we're not done, we go
dance,
back.
And we dance with the PNM.
And we dance with the PNM. The PNM go down there, they say speech, the mayor down there, and the mayor put a spin and they ring bell and whatever.
Yeah.
Obi, when the Wali come around, in any way they come around, the culture.
Yeah.
You're hearing African things. You're hearing, no, it's not me. No, let me go before you come in. Think. You're hearing on the radio any 10% off emancipation day sales? No. So what we do in emancipation?
Hold on.
What we are doing with it? We are wasting time.
For the expensive tail kente cloth that you had to buy to look the most unique African and outstanding African. You have to go into the 1%
Obi,
store and buy it.
so much.
You feel where's the African salesman who has a cloth license to bring only African cloth? Why I have to go buy it from the 1% to look the best as an African?
Obi, a jack me down that road there. Obi, so much things take place with the African community in Trinidad and Tobago. You hear any emancipation committee come out and speak about any killing in Lafantil, in Beetham? What that is for only when it's emancipation day to get money to keep to open a little village. That is all that they for. This is why I tell Stat Mirage, I call this program already, and I say you're a 5-star general for the East Indian community. And I tell them, thank you, Stat Mirage, for what you've done for your people. I wish it was somebody like you in this country to stand up for the African community too. That's what I tell them. Because what is emancipation? And I have no problem with all your celebrating all your thing. As I said, my color is beautiful. I love it.
The man kiss himself.
I will change it for the world. I am proud to be black.
Yeah.
If I die and God said, Kingsley, what color I want to be? I want to be black but rich.
Yeah, I love how you just always adding that rich part. You ain't playing with that rich
I
part.
want to be black but rich. I don't want to. If I make me, don't make me born in a PNM area.
Oh God.
If you bring me back again, God, don't make me bring in a PNM
Bring
area.
you back in Central.
Because this thing now, right now they excited because something but August the 1st was some Indian man come and talk. They nearly politically murder here on social media. But the fact again remain, what we have to celebrate.
Well, this is what I'm gonna do. Let me land this plane here. We're gonna go to some ads quick, and then we're gonna take the calls on this, because let me tell you why I agree with you on that statement, Kingsley. You said we wait till emancipation to celebrate, right? We culture, right? Outside of emancipation, where's our African Ulubulu? Like Eric Williams say, where's our African Ulubulu radio station? Turn on.
No.
Where is our African people that the majority, because I know it have sex. Because one of the African brothers came here and he was trying to get more recognition for it. But outside of that, why the majority of our citizens in Trinidad and Tobago do wear African garb? Because let me tell you why I'm asking that. On most random days, when you go through almost any Indo community, you just see an Indian person in some piece of full African garb.
Yeah.
Not only that, they have radio stations that play strictly Hindi.
Hindi music, yeah.
Hindi music.
Yeah.
Right? Which means they haven't lost their identity or their values.
Nope.
But almost all our station is Trinidad, Jamaica.
I will kill you, and I'll kill you there. Pop, 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 boom, 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 boom. But you bantam me, na boy. I mean,
yeah.
That's what it's for.
So, but we claim blackness.
Yeah.
We claim to be Africans.
We're not Africans. We're fake Africans.
No, we're not Africans. Some is Trinidadians and the rest is PNM. And with that, people, we are going to our first ad, and when we come back, we'll be taking your calls
early because we didn't get all the calls in.
We had to make sure that the station make money so that we could stay.
So we come back with these two topics where we play with the clip. And we push me to emancipation. So we're speaking about that.
It's right around the corner, so we're going down that road. Right, people? We're coming back shortly.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story. From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sara, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of folklore. During the Tobago Heritage Festival, visitors gather in Golden Lane to hear the tale brought to life through storytelling and cultural presentations. It is a reminder that heritage is not only found in historical records, but also in the stories people share from one generation to the next. This is Tobago's oral tradition at its finest, and in 2026, Tobago invites you to hear it for yourself.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Bramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit, created in the mid-1980s.
Yes, people, and we are back, and we are taking your calls.
Yes. You know, we have the ads, and thank you, everybody. Yes.
91.1 FM now. 622-4911. WhatsApp us at 394-4911.
Yes, we are back once again, so you can call in. Obi, so we are speaking about emancipation, and the fact we mean about emancipation, Obi, as I continue. We should be proud of it. We have nothing to show.
Well, we have something to show, but very little.
Well, you said I have nothing to show. Again, Obi, what is this committee who do this thing? What that is for? Who that represent? They talk about Indian Expo, how it coming here every year, it's staying longer than how it's supposed to stay every time it's closing down. Obi is seen every on
any African Expo that is still open, right?
No. So why we always targeting them? Why we have to see what we business?
You know why they just target them? Because you see now, I have learned something for my time on this planet. You see, anytime somebody cannot explain the uniqueness of something, they criticize it. So make fun of them for their heritage, make fun of them for the culture, because they are doing better.
Yeah.
So, because you see, an insult is an insult to even people who are doing well. It might bounce off a little easier because you're at a certain standard in life and you wouldn't care. But there's always that side of you in your heart that you will feel bad. And that is what they do. So they'll make fun of them. But guess what? While you making fun of them, you won't look at the fact that you have nothing like that going on for you. I have argued time and time again, even for Carnival, when they open the booths around the savannah for those vendors to come and sell the African slippers and the calabash containers and bags. And I always quarrel with the PNM for years and say, why do you all close down those things after Carnival? Why you don't leave the booth up and keep it for a small price and allow those people to continue operating? And the answer is simple. They don't do it because they don't want to empower Afro-Trinbagonians. And I just said, call her good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Kingsley and
Obi.
Yeah.
I'm calling to find out what position with the African bank that was supposed to open in Trinidad.
It boss.
Find out all
it boss.
the information on it.
It boss.
That is a whole. It's
an African bank. It called First Citizen.
that was sad story. And I will get some information on that.
On that for you, yeah.
Rowdy did not want that here.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. So I'll get some more information on that. You know anything about it though? What the last thing about it?
Well, same thing you hear, nothing really.
Yeah. Well. That's usually what happens when PNM is involved. No, nothing. It starts with an end. That is PNM favorite song from Sesame Street, by the way. Thanks, caller.
Thanks very much.
So the reality of it is and that's what I'm saying. Okay, perfect example. Not the drag brothers, the Rasta brothers that are sell around Piccadilly Street, right? Those brothers who sell around Piccadilly Street, Kingsley, for many years, I know of white people that would come to Trinidad and they would risk walking to that side of the east-west corridor, right? To Piccadilly Street to purchase leather belts, leather African slippers, leather bag and stuff from those people. Now, the reason why nobody do interfere with them is because some of them are returning customers and people get to know them. But I've always asked myself a question. If PNM is so much about empowering black people, why leave that such a thriving business? Because a leather slippers are cheap. A leather belt are cheap from them guys. It's not cheap. Why are they hidden so far away from the public's eyes? Why not give them a spot in Port of Spain? The drag mall burned down. We know they used to sell, some of them used to sell stuff there. The drag mall burned down. You never bothered. You make New City Mall, they upgrade New City Mall, but you never gave them back something in the heart of Port of Spain. To this day, because the 1% would have wanted that area where the drag mall burned down, it end up in whatever bacchanal. So one or two fellas take a little chance and put back up a little shed and something. You understand? But the majority of them, they were never returned. If I am trying to empower my people and I control the majority of the corn, why not feed my fowls by saying, here is the scene? We have Textile King, we have Francis Fashion. Here what we're gonna do? We're gonna drop a spot for Afro Trinbagonians in the middle of Port of Spain. Or they sell all their leather slippers, or they sell, or better yet, even if you want, you could erect 2-3 little booths in Woodford Square for them. You know the Woodford Square always has traffic passing through, and put them on the front line. Why hide them quite by Piccadilly Street? They've been there for decades in this little shack thing on the side of the Dry River Day. They never pull them out. And this is why I just tell people, I just listen to the things that PNM wants to do to Afro Trinbagonians. There was a plan that PNM had, which was to modify, I don't know if you can remember this, they wanted to modify the avenue. They wanted to create a boardwalk something on the avenue. And at the beginning of the avenue, they were going to put Tantan and Saga Boy right where the corner is when you turn off of Power Gen. Right? And their concept was to bring Carnival from the Savannah, right, to the avenue, but make it a 24 hours experience where when people come off the cruise ships, they would now be shuttled from Hyatt, where the cruise ship is, to the avenue, where it would now be a boardwalk strip like Miami, where the people could now start to walk from the top, and then they wanted to divert the traffic and put the traffic on the other back roads, therefore creating a walking experience where vendors, people who come straight off the ship, could go down that boardwalk and spend their money on the avenue. I remember when PNM proposed that plan, I chip off. I think that was one of my biggest live videos. I cuss and quarrel. I think that was the first time I ever used explicit on my platform. Because I was like, they were saying they would take some of the vendors from the Savannah and bring them. And I was like, but if the Savannah is the home of Carnival, for years, everybody know we just go to the stage. If you are building a 24 hours Carnival experience or something like that, why take away that revenue from the people by the Savannah, which are mostly small business owners? People selling doubles, pie, little food, whatever. Why take it away from there when you could put the same Tantan and Saga Boy by the entrance of the Savannah, and then the cruise ships would bring in the people, and then the maxis would shuttle them to there and put that US revenue, because we know some of them will be coming spending US, put that revenue into poor people hands in the Savannah. And I remember when I heard PNM, I said I would fight this thing to the end, because their plan was to put it on the avenue and then let all the big shot 1% owners hire black people. Right? And charge black people a small rent to use parts of their property to sell the same thing. So he went in both ways. He went in because they come in there. He went in because he taking a small rent from you and you get to make a little dust. And that was PNM plan. To this day, I still have the blueprint. If you try to look for the blueprint of this, what I'm talking about, you don't see it. You just get a 404 error. That is why I just thank God. I just screenshot everything and save it. No, and sadly, we can't show it like how I could show it as a streamer.
Yep.
But I am telling you all, if I show you all that blueprint, it was a blueprint they had laid out to do that, you know. And nobody said anything, you know.
Again, anything to develop these kind of areas or to do as a good thing, they will all match that because it's not benefiting their friends and family will be. They're not benefiting the friends and family. And it go back again will be because we have to be real with this thing. Because every year when this time reach, a question because who going to encourage the children? Because we're going to encourage the children to put on African clothes and all kind of thing. They're not going to do that.
My children never rock none of that. You want to know what my children celebrate?
I know you're going to, I've got that one side. You know when it's Diwali or when in the river day? All children in Trinidad and Tobago have one clothes.
No, but not only that, because my sons went Swaha and then Hindu, you know, but they were in every event. Because they prefer go that.
Because I hear Obi questioning what the Emancipation Committee is for. What that is for. What that represent
money.
African people
To make money.
only when it's Emancipation Day we see them get a piece of money. They open a village and they mark from
money.
the mark because what that for? Who that represent?
To make money.
That represent Trinidad and Tobago or it represent the African community. It's supposed to be pushing that kind of African agenda. What that do in the last 30 or 40 years to improve that committee have any land?
Nothing.
It give away any land?
Nothing.
And this is my target day. This is what I'm going after will be because we cannot be giving an institution money and have nothing to show. For years we giving them money. PNM, UNC, they giving them money. Sat Mirage, he tell the professor because the professor say Sat Mirage use that organization and you guys get money too. He said what I build schools.
Yeah.
He said I build schools with the money.
Yeah.
I build houses. He could show what he did with the money.
Yeah.
He gonna march and beat drums.
Listen.
He could show what he did with the money. The African Emancipation Kaka showed nothing.
No.
And I'm calling on the government, no money for them.
Kingsley, they gonna deal with you, you know.
It's that no, Obi, what anybody could call them and tell me what they did, what that is for, because I never hear. Okay, I always say about it, but I don't hear tangible. Yeah, for years. For years. And they tell me watch Sat. This is me soul, rest in peace wherever you are. I say watch him, you know.
Yeah.
Morgan Job. You see people who they hate.
Yeah.
I say watch.
Yeah.
I say listen.
But that's what you're supposed to do.
I listen to Morgan Job.
Yeah.
PNM don't like he for nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
And every time he program start, and that's how my brain develop. I mean, because he wisen my brain. These people are wise man. Why isn't this Sat? I get encouragement. Because I understand.
Yeah.
I'm not watching the man here.
Exactly.
I'm not watching the religion. I listening to his words.
Yeah.
His words I am listening to Obi. Obi, the fact again we made that the Emancipation Committee failed.
Yeah.
Just like the PNM failed the African community. Failed. And I should be proud as a black man for what? To go and march from Independence Square to the Savannah?
I tell you, I never do it.
Eh? We have no land to show. We have no school to show. We have nothing to show.
Or like I say, what we have to show isn't anything that is truly tangible.
And we guys have talked about it.
Yeah, it's not.
We guys have talked about it. We say point fingers at Kamala and them point fingers at Sat. And I tell you, Sat tell them, Sat say, oh, you're stupid. He say, because PM go, UNC go, they have to pay me. I have 100 schools, primary schools, and secondary schools.
Yeah.
And every single year, they're coming up the top.
Yeah.
Top.
They coming to the top till they start to hide it.
Wait, do.
Yeah, call.
Yeah.
Caller, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Turn on your radio volume, please.
Thank you for having your radio apart, but low down when they call it.
We appreciate having it hard though, but when they call it, drop it a little bit, please. Thanks.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No problem.
Yeah. Kingsley, I understand your emotion about the failures of the African people and the
Emancipation Committee.
the Emancipation Committee.
Yes.
Well, the Emancipation Committee was formed after the Chambers declared
Community
the
history, man.
Emancipation holiday. It did sought to get land to build schools for African people so they could be taught the history. Because during that time, or up till 1985, all it was given was British history and colonial history.
Right.
So, Kaffa Kambon and these guys decided, look, we want schools to teach our history just the same way Satanam had a school teaching their language and their culture. But it's the same people who riding on me back today saying that they 1% and they love we and they PNM. They came in the PNM and they stopped that because of the fact that they didn't want us to have a quality of education similar to that of their schools, which is the prestige schools and the Hindu schools. So there was a battle. Kaffa Kambon and them fight for land to build that.
Wow.
Yes, they did fought for it. And many of the ministers and them, they distanced themselves from it because their children was going prestige school.
So, caller, do you agree with me when I say, because this is a statement that I've said in the past, do you agree with me when I say that the prestige school and the private schools that certain people could afford is designed to create the CEOs, the managers, the big shots, and the government school is designed to create the worker force, but just a couple of them tend to slip through the cracks and make it? Would you agree to that to a certain point?
Not a certain point, 100%. Because of the fact that you need to have a worker class which is half educated or undereducated. Most of the guys in them
right, but let's be fair, sir. Yeah, but let's be fair, sir. We could have a very educated worker class the same way.
Yeah, but we have to build that. If we have our own school, so we could produce our own economists, our own doctors, our own lawyers, and these things. When you have to go through their system of schooling, there's a handpicked few. Wow. Even though you're qualified, but you didn't go to QRC or St. Mary's or Fatima, as you know, you don't get a big work.
Wait.
You had to come from these schools through these channels, even the announcers on radios. When they ask them where you went to school, St. Mary's, QRC.
Yeah, most of the announcers on radio station went great schools.
Right, so there's a channel. So outside of that now, even though you're brilliant and you went to Belmont Secondary or you went to Mobile Aventil Secondary, that system segregates you from the promising and the good jobs because they don't want to expose the schools in this area as being successful, similar to the prestige schools. Wow. You get where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I'm hearing exactly where you're coming from, caller.
So it's not that they ain't doing nothing for us. It's that our representative, the Hines and the Rowleys and them, is they who is in government and prevent, because how to get sat and they can't give we. You know where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
It's they who keep we down.
PNM. After all.
Poor nigga man.
Yes.
Good day.
Yes. Sir.
And he right. He definitely right. And
watch now, it takes, you have to come real good to drive nails into me. He drive nails. You see, anytime I get real quiet, I'm a tone drop. It'll become a brain. Starts a process.
And
he drives some nails in there.
Will be the reason why I lashing out on Emancipation Day on the Emancipation Committee. Them know PNM did nothing to make sure that they have a land and a spot. PNM did everything to empower all Canaries.
Except we own. Caller, good afternoon.
Thanks for taking my call. Be very brief. Just coming on to strengthen that last call on me. They all, the Hines, all of you are called Robinson, Regis, all of them. They were gatekeepers. You all understand what a gatekeeper?
Yeah, I know what a gatekeeper is.
As you do 5 minutes to get you richer.
I call them a slave catchers.
Black people problem.
Yeah.
I say it's a national radio.
Yes.
And all of them who running and still listening to him, he destroyed the black community.
Yes.
He destroyed them. He never do anything for them.
Nothing at all.
Always the worst Prime Minister of this country will ever.
Yes. Yes. That is why now that a turn and call the Indians names in this country. I love the Indians. I love all race.
You know why I don't feel, I used to feel bad sometimes as opinion box, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because when you hear people call me a Bamsi African and they tell me I sell out and this and that, I used to feel kind of bad because I used to feel like, okay, maybe I really on the wrong side.
No, on the right side.
But being here on the radio, you know what this has shown me, Kingsley? There are more Afro-Trinbagonians who think and feel the same way. That because those two callers weren't Indian people.
Nope. And there's elderly people. So they know what they know. They see it. They understand what we, as young people, what we're speaking about. We have nothing to show. What we're going to answer the debate. What we cussing the ambassador for. What we have to show. What we going to answer the debate here. August the 4th. What? It's race. And you want me as a black man to tag the East Indian and them? No, I wouldn't do it. Because Obi, they give me encouragement to have nice things, to do nice things, to make sure that if I have a child, my child could come to be a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer.
Let me show you something I've been watching, right? My friend told me about what Michelle Benjamin did for Flavor. And I went and I watched Flavor, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what Michelle Benjamin and them put on for the African Emancipation Village?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's 110 times better than anything the PNM did.
Always.
The layout, everything.
Always. And that is what
it is looking way better.
Obi, I play the clip.
Actually interests me to go see it.
Obi, I play the clip and the Prime Minister said that what PNM didn't do, in my words, for all you, I'm going to do it now. This is why they are attacking. Because you see Philip on the ground. Philip coming to, you see the ministers them on the ground. They are coming to help our communities. We should be thankful. And it's not that because our government has to say about the whole country. Of course. But remember, Rowley didn't say about his people. He didn't say about the community. Because after 10 years, you see how they behaving? You think anybody was full? You know when a snake don't eat. A snake that's going lie down. No, they're hungry.
Yeah,
and they're vexed and they're angry.
We coming back just now. We're going to
Rowdy, leave them hungry.
We're going to play with Joe and we'll be back shortly.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story. From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sarah, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of folklore. During the Tobago Heritage Festival, visitors gather in Golden Lane to hear the tale brought to life through storytelling and cultural presentations. It is a reminder that heritage is not only found in historical records, but also in the stories people share from one generation to the next. This is Tobago's oral tradition at its finest, and in 2026, Tobago invites you to hear it for yourself.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story. From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sarah, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of folklore. During the Tobago Heritage Festival, visitors gather in Golden Lane to hear the tale brought to life through storytelling and cultural presentations. It is a reminder that heritage is not only found in historical records, but also in the stories people share from one generation to the next. This is Tobago's oral tradition at its finest, and in 2026, Tobago invites you to hear it for yourself.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story. From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sarah, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of
on the ends. And when you see me rocking by myself, tell them it's no false pretense for me tell them. And when you see the liquor in me head, me live my life like it's no problem. And anybody who fight with me, tell them me only I love for them. That's why I will never ever change. I'm a happiness everywhere I go. I'm a happiness, never ever change. I'm a happiness everywhere I go.
And we are back, folks. We are back. The Wrap It Up show with Obi and Kingsley. And you all know we have bills to pay. Bills to pay. So, you know how if we don't pay the bills, we can't be here to entertain. Right? So, yeah, we're going back in on the discussion. And but I want to pivot a little bit before we come back to... Since we're on that topic, I saw a very interesting article today. Mm-hmm. And you know me, I like to share a little humor, you know. I like to share a little humor with the public, you know, when I see certain things that is very amusing. So the propaganda media would have put out an article today that wait now. Oh God, don't tell me all they do me that. Don't do me that. Don't tell me because of the amount of memes everybody was making about this thing, the pull it, you know. Mm-hmm. I would get real upset. They really do that, boy? They really do that, boy? Nah, man, CNC3, don't do that.
But what it was about, so if I can remember?
So, just no, I get in it. I get in it technically because they're fighting it. Mm-hmm. So, they say the making of the Beetham Gardens. They say every weekday, tens of thousands of motorists speed along the Beetham Highway, glancing towards the Beetham Gardens community, whose name has become one of the most recognizable and often misunderstood in Trinidad and Tobago. Yet a few know that neither the highway nor the community was named after one of its residents, but derived their name from a former Beetham estate itself named after Sir Edward Bretham Beetham, the last British-born governor of Trinidad and Tobago. So, it's a puff piece to basically uplift this, take away the stigma from the Beetham. Mm-hmm. Trinidadian people have no chill, and all you're not nice. Well, Trinis, all you two stink. The comments is where the true comedy is. So I want to use this opportunity to read some of the comments in the comment section. Somebody said, misunderstood? Question mark. So when people shut down and they come out to rob you, then you call it that misunderstood? So somebody say, so somebody responded, right? And I go in the comment. Somebody say, little did we know that these criminals were actually all UE graduates. Somebody say, I'm trying to figure out what is the key message or call for action with this article. Somebody said, thousands of motorists speeding along the Beetham Highway because Beetham residents would rob them in broad daylight. They are not but misunderstood. We just have better sense. Brother, we going on. Somebody said, what's the point of this message contained in this article? Somebody said, man say misunderstood, you know. We understand if we shut down, we will get robbed. Somebody say David Berkey estate. Somebody say thank the PNM for the beatum for what it is today. We like it so. Right? Somebody say the person who write the article should judge there everybody. He will get his misunderstandings cleared up. I read in the comment section because I want you all to hear how Trini's thinking. Somebody said this article nearly gave me cancer. Right? The person responded to that say, I ball out when I read this article. I almost dropped my rude boy. He said, what the hell? Right? So here it is. There was a guy who went in and he gave a long somebody went in and gave this thing a whole long estate here, right? So somebody said, what a load of BS. Next time you shut down on the beatum, rest assured, the economists, the pharmacists, the engineers, the rocket scientists will greet you with a warm welcome. Maybe the beatum estate should be renamed by the mayor of Port of Spain, who loves to destroy history, what he calls colonial graffiti. Rename the area after Keith Rowley. The Keith Rowley estate is far more appropriate and is better representation of the 60 plus years of the PNM control. And the comments go on and on. If you all are looking for the article, you can see it on CNC3's page. But it was very funny. But here it is. You know it always has somebody in the comment section to bring a bit of history and context. So I would like to give this article a read here because he brought some really good context here. He said this should be called the making of the Beatum Estate by Dr. Eric Williams. There was an area, the area was called Shantytown and was populated by runaways from small island states in the West Indies, especially St. Vincent. It was encouraged by Eric Williams as a voter planning strategy to win Port of Spain South, which stretched to Woodbrook, which PNM could not control. The results of Williams' voter pardon with these illegal criminals that was breeding criminals and criminality, Dr. Williams had then purchased the PR. He renamed it Cooleywood in South Trinidad, which was originally Gandhi Village. He named the minivan taxis to maxi taxis. He changed Shantytown to Beatum Estates from the highway named and the governor, Sir Edward Beatum. As these people, I'm not going to use the words he actually used. As these people multiplied and overflowed, they were put into areas like La Hocata, Maloney, River Estates, and their penchant for crime went with them. Track the familiar history of most of the criminals in the country, and it would be discovered that they originated from Shantytown, as it was known then. While there is a generalization that most strong-arm crime are committed by Afro-Trinidadians, a great distinction must be made. Original Africans who were brought to Trinidad and Tobago are not the problem. I want to repeat that line. He said original Africans who were brought to Trinidad and Tobago are not the problem. Our crime problem stems from descendants of small island states, especially St. Vincent. Some families from the ghetto, a very small percentage, have been able to emancipate themselves from being enslaved by the dependency mentality created by Eric Williams, who have become success stories. Unfortunately, even though the PNM has rallied their support, they've done nothing to empower them to be good, productive citizens. And with that, people, we opening up the phone lines.
1.1 FM now. 622-4911. WhatsApp us at 394-4911.
Yeah, Kingsley, talk your mind. The man talk sense.
And
the man bring history bomb too. He come with the receipts.
Yep.
The man come with the receipts.
That's the main thing.
That you can't fight him in the comment section because he come with the receipts. And the only reason I read it is because I fact check it. Because I wanted to make sure brother know what you were saying. Now I knew of the story part of the way, but he added more context to it. So I had to research the context. So there was a certain person I just call who have a little history person, and they was like, yeah, he on the ball. So yeah, we have a call coming in here. Barak Paul, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Barak Paul.
Good afternoon, fellas.
Good afternoon.
Well, Well, all you know my point on Eric Williams. I fed up lay out the situation already. So I don't need to say any more about that. But I want to deal with this fella from Tobago that have everything and could judge everybody character and try to make judgment on people. And when we as human we know, if you guys are parents for daughters and you just be involved in their lives and thing with their friends and you take them out and you associate with with their peers and like listen to their conversation and thing, you would understand how naive and vulnerable these children are around when they are 16, 17 years and all these kind of thing. And I pray could manipulate these children's minds and do them and mislead them and misguide them into doing things that they regret later down in their lives, unknowing to them, because they are so vulnerable. And when I just be kicks in and listening and laughing to hear the conversation 17, 18-year-old having with each other and thing like, they're so immature. And this man, starting from then, being a teacher and preying on a young child. And this is the man who is having things to say about people and their character. This is the man who had 2 sons and never take care of them until it was exposed when they became old men living in society. This is the man who belonged to a political party. And within that political party, the leader of the party had to say the type of person he is in the highest court of our land. This is the same man who stand on podium among women and calling a female. Well, all of us play the mark on the station, so I guess it is okay to say the thing, a jamet. And talking about women, how they had to groom them like pastures and golf course and all kind of thing. And people is listening to somebody like that talking about characters of other people. And that is a problem in our society. We would prefer to go down in hell and sleep with the devil just for the hate and the animosity that we have and the allegiance to something that we know that is wrong and that destroy a whole society and a whole country. You understand? And when people, in this society could hear, and let me tell you something, there's a lot of things that's been going on in the background and we don't know about it. Look, the short period of time this prime minister came into office. Look at the kind of people and the leaders of around the world that she meeting already within about in the last year. Compare that to the 10 years that Mr. Because he don't deserve me calling his name. That Mr. Met any kind of leaders around the world. The once or twice he had like high level meetings and things. When he had to announce and make his speech, it had the cleaner and 2 other people picking up garbage and all kind of thing in the stadium, in the conference room. God. You understand? And you see, these kind of things, although it is people just laugh and smile at it and thing, and you'll get through with that in Trinidad. When you enter that scenario, it have all kind of different organization. Just check your whole history and you can play, you're going and present yourself among at that level and thing out there, They would dig up things from you from when you was born. If you make a mistake, if you say something on write a poem or something and bring that and prosecute you outside there, because you can be an advocate to represent a country and then you
have skeletons in your closet.
You understand? And then no old talk and rum shop talk. Is reality, is facts.
Yeah.
So people in this country, look at yourself and ask yourself, if it is you go want to send your child a babysitter to come to your home, that you have a record, or you would prefer to have somebody who would open a hospital for your child, would put a fund for your child to help children. You understand? And then who you siding off and supporting. And these people, them don't have no shame. This man don't have no shame to come on social media with this kind of allegations and facts behind your name, and trying to judge a person who is just trying to do the best for everybody in this country. And it's because of your natural hatred in you that you're going to die a miserable old man, that you cannot, for once in your life, decide, here what, let me really see if we could get better done for this country now. We don't feel them already as my political party. Well, let me just give somebody a little opportunity now.
Yeah.
You understand? But fellas, have a good afternoon.
You too, Barack boy.
We gonna reach where we going. No worries.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a tough road, but trust me, we gonna reach there.
Yeah. Thanks, caller. Oh, we lost that one. Call back. Yeah, and you know, I just found it really interesting, and that is why I say, you know, everything comes full circle, because here it is, you have this Beatum article, you have emancipation. You're right, Kingsley. What they do for us, boy? What really tangible that we could show, that we could say we truly proud about? When we look at we communities, when we look at the places where our children play. Look, I watching Philip on the ground. I seen people coming out and hugging Philip and glad to see me all up in the hills today. And you know, hold on, you have a caller. What's up, caller? Good afternoon.
Regarding the ticket yesterday, still need the email address.
Yeah, I told you WhatsApp mate. WhatsApp mate in the chat.
All right, thanks.
Yeah. Caller, good afternoon.
Hey, Obi. Kingsley, today.
Yeah.
You know, PNM had 2 straight terms in office, right? And in office over 50-something years to uplift the black people in Trinidad and Tobago. And they never do it. The only time these areas benefit is when PNM not in office, you know.
That's so true.
And people like that fail to realize that.
Yeah.
And one more thing I said before, right? You see Dr. Rowley? You know what he likes to me? It's like a bad rash that you can't get rid of us no matter where you use.
Why all this so?
That's what Rowley is to me.
Why all this so?
Alright.
What? The man say he like a bad rash. Why all this so? Why?
Yeah. Obi, you already say the mayor have time. the mayor on the page. The mayor the go matter on the page.
Right now,
yeah. Yeah. What can
I tell you, she go come for, they listen to the show, and all people will tell her what you say. But you see, my thing is this, right? I don't have time to study them. At the end of the day, when the cards drop, who come in will come in. And
I fighting back all you dirty.
Baby Trump, good afternoon.
Good evening, gentlemen. I think I get tickled on something here, and I wouldn't identify the frequency.
Yeah.
But I just heard our buddy Gypsy there talking to another black man like us, okay? And they comparing notes and saying, you know, how we black people don't appreciate each other. Like, look.
Wait, you hear Gypsy saying that? Which part Gypsy was saying that?
I will just give a clue. I won't call it the evil eye.
Oh, the evil eye. Well, yeah, just say the evil eye. So Gypsy was now saying that on the evil eye program.
Yeah, you
that black people don't like one another.
He's saying he's saying that no. He's saying the PN. What he was saying is that black people, talking about black people, right?
Yeah.
He said how we don't cherish each other and stuff. And look, you know, every other race appreciate their own. And look, we black people had to go over into the UNC. Okay? nothing in really changed. Nothing in change. The host was saying, right?
Yeah.
He said like, nothing in change. He said nothing changed. They go over to the UNC,
Mhm.
and then when they come over to what you think happened in the PNM? He said nothing in change there either. In the sense, he said, in the sense that we don't appreciate us over here.
No, but we listen. I tell you, it's not that, and this is why they will get mad with people like me and Kingsley. It's not that me and Kingsley is different, It's because all of them is the same. That is just what it is, They are the same.
But they were complaining. They were complaining that the black people and the PNM. They say, let's face it, PNM is a black party, and we don't. He say, and yet. He said nothing in change. Look, he said the UNC is primarily Indians, and the Indians appreciate their own, and the UNC appreciate the Indians. And Gypsy say, and it's the same thing in the PNM. They come over to the PNM and they appreciate them.
Oh Lord.
So, listen, you could go and pull it up after it.
Nah, we know it's my time. but thank you for the information.
Yeah. No problem, man. Hey, by the way, one quick thing.
Yeah.
Did you say 2 programs back, not yesterday? Now I know you mentioned that some of your godparents are Syrians, right?
Yes, they are.
But did you also say that you worked for Syrians before, and that you have heard them using derogatory terms?
It has been used
to
towards me, and I've heard it been used towards staff. For a matter of fact, I quit 2 jobs because it was used towards staff, and I wasn't going to. I felt like after I heard them use that towards staff, I knew that they were using it about me, and I couldn't work in that environment anymore, and I left.
Okay. So it's okay. So I just wanted to make sure now, because some of the minions, who's trolling me and reporting back.
I've been there. I've been in that situation.
They put it in the chat, and I'm like, did I hear Obi say that? Maybe I missed that part.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
No problem, man.
Okay.
Take it easy. Right.
Somebody sent Earthquake send this. Okay then, Earthquake. Thank you. Yeah, and that is the thing, So people, we trying to make sure that we run everything on time today.
Yes,
so we have to go for another quick break, and we will be back very shortly. So people, stay tuned.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story. From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sarah, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of folklore. During the Tobago Heritage Festival, visitors gather in Golden Lane to hear the tale brought to life through storytelling and cultural presentations. It is a reminder that heritage is not only found in historical records, but also in the stories people share from one generation to the next. This is Tobago's oral tradition at its finest, and in 2026, Tobago invites you to hear it for yourself.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story. From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sarah, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of folklore. During the Tobago Heritage Festival, visitors gather in Golden Lane to hear the tale brought to life through storytelling and cultural presentations. It is a reminder that heritage is not only found in historical records, but also in the stories people share from one generation to the next. This is Tobago's oral tradition at its finest, and in 2026, Tobago invites you to hear it for yourself.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago.
Place in my life, every living day. I'm a happy place in my life, and it can't change. No way. And I just come out here to do right. So whether day or night, I will live.
Yes, people, and we are back. The final show for the afternoon. Watch out there.
The big bad show.
Kingsley and Miss Glasgow going at it, you know. They're going at it. I feel a woman like you, you know. Yeah, I feel a woman like you. You see, I think Miss Glasgow is your equivalent to Miss Reed to me.
Obi.
Pleasant good afternoon to the beautiful Patricia
Obi,
Reed.
I don't know.
Big up Patricia Reed with she whole nice nerve.
Obi, I don't know, Obi. Obi, when I started this, Obi, I was the only youngest caller calling on national radio.
Right.
I was about 22 years old. Everybody else was old. And when people used to see me say, Kingsley, I thought you was an old man, you know. Because that time.
But to be honest, I knew that you wasn't old, but I didn't expect you to be this young.
Yeah. So at that time, Obi, I was the youngest caller on radio. And everybody said, Kingsley is an old man. No, I was a young man. But Obi, the point I want to make, Obi, right? I've been stifled. I've been shut down because I've been asking to help my people. I've been calling out.
Well, you know they're not gonna see it as you was asking to help your people.
No, they were saying that I was attacking.
Yourself.
No, I was attacking.
To help yourself.
Nah, I have nothing.
No, but they will always add that part, because let me tell you something. When I started Opinion Box, they were attacking me and telling me I was singing from a supper. They were telling people that I am unemployed, that I'm not working no way, that I'm not doing. Like, you swear these people living in my house, eh? All these was lies that they was telling about me. And as fast as I started to make things public, I started to defend myself to the point where I started to put my whole life on my platform just to try to show these people you ain't seeing me nothing. I working hard. But then I eventually get a notice. It doesn't matter how much you reveal to them. As long as you are speaking and supporting your political party, you will always be singing for your supper for them.
Yeah, but me,
all that time, I throw dry in him.
Anybody telling that, if it that one, they ignorant. Because why would you support a party or what? Why are you supporting a political party? Easy. Good governance. Somebody who care for the country and for yourself too.
Yeah.
If you're not supporting a political party for yourself, then let's is a millionaire, or you're trying to have good jobs, live in a good house.
Yeah.
Because you have to support a political party to take care of the country, take care of everybody.
Yeah.
But also yourself too.
Yeah.
So and that's why I brand myself a small Monica.
He's a small Monica, yeah.
I brand myself a small Monica because the king of talk was the big Monica. I love money. And who don't love money? Because
Who's
money
the king of talk?
The gladiator.
Okay, right.
I am the king of the airwave.
Right.
Right? All them learn under him. I am not learn under him. But the point is, will be that the fight I fight to try to help my people, I was shut down. I couldn't call, I couldn't talk. Because to me, they believe that I was attacking the black man. I was attacking African people.
That's what they'll always say.
Right? And I wasn't doing that. I was trying to uplift them.
Yeah.
Because Obi, I tell the story. I went on Dirty Eye on the barber shop show on Saturday. And I went there. Rowdy was 7 months in power, going to a year. And I went there and I asked, I said, Dr. Rowley, I was crying. I said, Dr. Rowley, oh my gosh, what about Diego Martin? What about Carnage? What about Pity Valley? What about LaFontaine? And I cry. They cut that because that song sweet. How they say the song nice? It was for radio. And talk show will start playing it all over the
as
program.
A meme to make fun of you.
Yeah. But that is it could be a meme too to make fun of ever. And when I don't talk, I always remember that I get a call from a certain talk show host. Say, Kingsley, wait. You get in. Where you gonna make noise for? So I say, but what about the people behind me?
Yeah.
Who dependent on me? Who know I encourage them?
Well, you see, the reality of it is,
you see how passionate.
Shut up.
Right. You see how I'm passionate about UNC? Yeah. I was passionate just about PNM. Because anything I support seriously.
Yes,
and I always say, thank God I was in this political party so I understand the culture of them.
Right.
I was a PNM, now I was a UNC. I passed by in the ILP. So I see the circle.
Yeah.
And I understand the circle.
You understand how the game is played.
And I understand how the game is played. That's what they can beat me. That's what they can beat me. The same politicians, them friends. You see now, when you see them that's go and wave the flag, them don't know what going on.
Yeah.
They're living in a matrix.
Yeah.
They're living in a matrix.
And that is why there's a lot of people who would tell me like, how you to support UNC? We never see you in a rally. We never see you in an event. Nothing. And I told them, I said, real power is never up front.
No.
And I told people, I said, I don't need to be front line to be effective.
Sometimes the back player effective.
Right?
Sometimes, most of the time.
And the thing about me was this. I just always tell people don't know the origin of Opinion Box, but Opinion Box was from a Tabanka, you know. It's a relationship was break up. I know business. I was going through a dread piece of depression.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do content creation. And it's my friend who is a therapist told me, why you don't make a platform? And I said, nah, I ain't go bother to do that. And I made it, my first video, I made it on my original Facebook page. And the video went viral. And a set of people started sending me friend requests. And the thing with me is, as much as I socialize, I'm very private also. So I didn't know all these people in my life. So I was like, you know what? I need to make a platform. And we sat down there, the same therapist, and she was like, what are you going to name it? And I say, you know, I'm strongly opinionated about what I see in the black community. I said, you know what I'll name it? I'll name it Opinion Box. I said, it'll be my opinion, but the box is theirs. And they could choose to take my opinion and put it in the box and better themselves or not. So I'm saying this to say this, right? Our reasons for doing what we do didn't really have anything to do with the UNC as a party. It had to do with the circumstances of where we saw our people in society and felt a drive to take them from point A to point B along with us.
Rowdy pushed me to the UNC. When I see, because I class Rowdy as the first Oreo.
Right.
Not Kamala.
You said Rowley pushed you, right?
To UNC, yes.
And let me tell you something. Rowley, but mostly the PNM voter base is what pushed me over. You see what they did, and that's why I always say, you see what they did to Patrick Manning after everything he did for them? And that is why I always say, is the PNM voter base is who killed Patrick Manning. That man died with depression.
They didn't stand up for him.
And you see when they put him in that backbench, when they made him a nobody in his own cabinet, I saw the depression in that man. I don't care about who and the liquor too, but I don't care what nobody say. He was ill and no. That was depression and grief because you watch something that you see when you invest a lot of time into something. And at the key moment when it's about to bear the biggest fruit, which was that 2020 vision, and you see that get taken away from you, and your own people who so dense, they couldn't see a vision, that they just rallied and took that away from you, that break that man.
Let me tell you, Obi.
And that is when I jumped.
As I tell you, I was part of the group 31 in Boston South. I was the youth officer. What PNM vex? There's come look at names.
Go ahead.
Take it as a talk. There's come look at them dummy whatever. But what the vex? You talking before you come on here. Call out your live.
Yeah, let me hear.
Go fast.
So Kingsley could land plane. I don't him lose the chain at all.
Time going.
Good night.
Yes.
Good night.
Call her.
Good night to the panel. Wonderful program as usual.
Thank you.
What I had to say is that God do like organists and just we need these people and them in the time to come. So we just have to just stay in the boat and just continue doing what we have to do. I know my pine is still is on the good on the track and she's have everything in control.
Yeah.
Right.
Obi.
Thank you, caller.
Obi, they make a fake page with me. A police officer used to call on our program next door to us here. And make a fake page. And here we make the fake page. He make it as a rainbow color fake page. You know, like some kind of fish something. Right. He make it so in a rainbow color. And they do me. They call my name on radio. They call my house. They call my car. While working, while eating. They try to destroy me because you know why? I stand up for my people. I say, what about my people behind me?
It's so funny. Your story, you saying this, and I heard Heavy say the same thing. That they went after him.
They come after you personally. They come after you personally.
Everything.
There's going in mud, and that's how I get that spirit. I learn that from them. That's why I'm talking. I talk with so as because they teach me the code. Obi, I used to keep Christmas party featuring and them. I do a lots of things in my community. A lots of things I get done behind the scenes. Government come and do things, and me take no praises for it. But I fight. I fight for life until when I get robbed. I got robbed already going to drop my girlfriend home before a car, and I was walking in a community. They laugh at that too.
Wow.
The girl could have lost her life. I could have lost my life. They laugh at that too. This is Abu Bakr. He was on a program, a quality program. He said, Kingsley, them boys rob you. Just come to my head because he said, Kingsley, them boys rob you. He said, you always on the radio defending Lavantil. He said, them boys rob you. And in our time, he called me back. And I get back some I'm thinking them. That's the only man stamp for me when I get robbed.
Wow.
Everybody else attack me.
And all the Kingsley, tears forming in Kingsley eye. Just because, like the caller before make tears forming in my eye. From the first half. Tears forming in Kingsley eye. Why you talking this here right
because
now?
Because I know I got you under the PNM. On that morning, nobody couldn't move me. Nobody couldn't move me from under Manning. And they love Manning and they love his ideas for the country.
It's the same way I see Twiggy talk too.
His policies was for country. His policies was for African people on the whole of Trinidad and Tobago. But I lost. I used to go youth fest, PNM youth fest. I used to go PNM youth. I used to go PNM youth fest. I was PNM. Nobody could have told me I was have a dream that PNM had the best policy for the country. Because remember that is where I go. That's where they better in me.
Yeah.
But when I step out, I said no. PNM ain't good for me and my African community. And I take a stand. Look what I do at time. As I close up. At time, McDonald come in.
The floor is yours for the rest of the show.
Manning come in our community. I'm the former minister for PNM. And she come to, I will say it so, she come to give goodies. Handouts. About 60 people surround she. I said, Marlene, tell you come to do my people, boy. Give my people a one-term thing and that is it. Nothing in development, no multi-billion dollar building in Laventille. You come to give out goodies. Everybody rush you because you know you get a small thing. You get a small. I thought self-help here.
Yeah.
Rush you. The community said it cost me. They find I shouldn't say nothing. Ask for the gym to be better, the road to be better, house to be better. The vex. She end up saying she run. Cause I started to make noise. She run. Will be half an hour inside. I get a phone call. And the phone call was from Marley McDonald. When I rejoined the office, she said, who is you? That's Kingsley. I said, you working for me now? I said, you working for me now? And when Marlene eating ice cream, I eating ice cream. I hold McDonald bag, she handbag, with all she documents in it. With I in the office when people come to see she. I in the office, sit down there with she. I hear what people go telling she. I seen who ministers coming to she.
Wow.
I seen who boys from the other side coming to her. Every function she go in, Kingsley, she come in with a big vehicle and pick me up, yeah? And I drive in the front seat. But that didn't fool my eyes. It didn't fool my head.
Yeah.
I walk in the office one day, that when we get sour. I said, Marlene, what about my people? I said, giving me, but that's what's behind me.
Yeah. Yeah, boy, all the tears, he break there, all the. He break there, all the tears come out. People, listen, Kingsley, I admire your fight, and like I said, I just know you as a caller calling in. And I want the public to understand the struggle as a UNC voice, or the struggle of just having a different ideology other than the PNM is a very hard road for us. We are disrespected almost daily. Our families are targeted. And we toe the line in the sand, because I always tell people at the undertone of every message that I preach, it is for the betterment of black people in Trinidad and Tobago. And I want you all to understand that we have the ability to be better. So it's time we wake up and be that way. So I guess that was Kingsley's final thoughts. Yeah. So my final thoughts will be, we cannot become a first world nation with a third world mentality. Make a better version of yourself, Trinidad and Tobago. We was here.
Bobo.